Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite releases from last year, but in a brand new colorway. And that is the Jada Toys Next Level exclusive Ultra Street Fighter 2 Fancy Pants Fei Long. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Okay, here's a closer look at the front of the package, and this is a really nice package. I'm really digging this. I've never ordered from Jada Toys directly, especially from their Next Level exclusive store, and I really hope to order more. It was a pretty smooth process, very reasonable price. This guy was marked at $35 the day before he went up for sale, and then the day he went up for sale, that Friday a couple weeks ago, the price changed to $40. Still, I think that's pretty reasonable for what you're getting, and I really hope that that the blue exclusive Guile goes up for sale on Jada Toys website. That would be great too, so I don't have to try to track him down. There's a really nice spot varnish on the artwork here. Nice kind of like holographic version of the Next Level logo right there. We have some old school cabinet art of Fei Long right there, and then we've got his sort of sprite based background from the video game, and then some more spot varnish and some of that artwork there on the back and on the sides. This is a really nice package. You open it up, little slip cover, and then you get to see everything that comes with Fancy Pants Fei Long himself. We have 3 heads this time, 4 sets of hands, 2 pairs of nunchucks, and then his leg fire, his fire effect. And then on the back we have the figure there, and then we have the selection of characters that have all been announced, I think, except for this version of Sagat. Is this Sagat? I don't think this character has been, this version has been revealed, but the rest of these have all been released already or will be coming up soon. I think we've seen all, have we seen Balrog and Akuma? I don't think we have. Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe we haven't. I don't know if we've seen those or not. But yeah, this is really cool. So let's get this guy opened up out of the package and take a closer look at Fei Long. Okay, first off, we're going to start with the accessories that are older, that came with the original Fei Long. That includes this flame effect piece for his leg. Leg goes up in, looks like the leg's on fire. This is for his fire kick. It looks really cool. Same exact squishy, rubbery paint job that we got before. A lot of fun here. We do get 2 sets of hands that we got before, and that are the 2 gesturing hands on horizontal hinges, and then the 2 punchies that are also on horizontal hinges. Or are these on vertical? Let me see. These are on horizontal. And then we do get 2 head sculpts that we got before, and that is the sort of like the angry head showing a little bit of teeth, and then the angry head showing no teeth. And so yeah, so we got both of these heads with the original Fei Long. So all of that is what we got before. The new stuff, the things that we got that are new, are 2 new sets of hands. These are slappies. We got a couple of slappy hands, high fives, if you want, 2 little high five hands. We got 2 hands on vertical hinges. Now these are gripping hands that we did not get before. These are for the nunchucks. And then we do get 2 sets of nunchucks. And I do understand what everybody was saying. There was a lot of people saying, I wish these were posable. That's super easy to do. Just get you some very thin silver wire and just loop it through the chain, and then just kind of twist it off on each end, and then you've got some posable nunchucks. I don't know if I'll do that with these, because I do want them to like be able to pose if he's like got them over his shoulders or under his arms, or You know, maybe he wants to hold two of them out like this. I'll do it with one and not the other, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, and then the big piece that we didn't get before that we definitely needed was this head here. You know, the making that kind of face. It's looking really nice. This is the head that definitely should have come with him before, but it's looking really good. So, hey, we finally got it. One way or another, we ended up with it. And of course, all of these parts mix and match with the original Fei Long. So if you have the original and you want to put any of these parts on him, you certainly can. And here's a closer look at Fei Long standing straight up and down right out of the package, and you can see that he is identical in every way to the original Fei Long. It's just the color of his pants that are different. These are the Player 2 colors with these purple fancy pants. I know that my camera is changing the background light back there from purple to blue, but I'm not seeing a massive change in the color of his pants to what they actually are. In hand. They're pretty much the same color, which is weird. I don't know how it's handling that purple light different than the purple on his pants, but they are coming across on camera as like being fairly accurate to the color that you're going to get in hand. And of course, the skin tone is the same as the original Fei Long. We're going to look at that as well here in just a second. So let's get him off the base and take a closer look at some of those details. All right, so here is the new, as I like to refer to him as, Fancy Pants Fei Long, just because he's got on these pretty purple pants. Purple. And then here we have the original Fei Long, which is, you know, more in that traditional, like the black pants. But you can see it's all pretty standard. The skin tones are identical. I hope they're coming across that way on camera, because in hand and under the lights, they look the same. The only thing that I would say is, to my eye, the original Fei Long looks like he has more of a matte finish, and this Fei Long looks like he has more of a satin finish, especially on the chest. I don't see it so much. It's very subtle on the arms, and yeah, on the face. It does look like there is far more dusting. I think you guys can see on the chest. The chest on the purple pants looks far more shiny than the chest on the black pants. And the faces too. It's almost like the faces, if you can see, it's almost like this face is painted and this face is cast in that plastic. It's what it looks to me. I don't know if that's coming across on camera. Here, if I maybe take the heads off. Here we have the painted version from the black pants, and then the new version with the purple pants. If you guys can see, I'll zoom in so you can take a closer look. But yeah, they just look like, this looks more like molded plastic and this looks painted. So I'm not sure what the process was here. I don't know if there's a difference in the two in the production, but yeah, it's noticeable in hand. And I'm not sure if you'll even notice it on your shelf if you swap out and put the O face, the screaming face, on the new face on the old Fei Long. Yeah, you're not even going to notice it. It's pretty close. Even though it seems like two different techniques were used, it does seem pretty indistinguishable to the eye, especially on shelf. So I hope it's coming across that way. But let's get this head off. Let's go back to the one we have here, and then let's pop in some of the new hands. You know, what are we going to do with these? You know, these could be for supporting if he's doing, like, you know, sort of like a sidekick or something like that. Or, you know, are they good for, you know, gesturing when posing? Fei Long is one of these figures. He's just so great for me to, like, I love just throwing this guy in my pocket if I got a lot of driving around to do in a day, and just take with me and pose whenever I can. I really love this figure. He poses so well. So let's get the hands in here, the gripping hands, and see how well you know, he can hold these nunchucks. So let's give him just one pair to deal with right now. And there you have it. Yeah, he's looking pretty nice. I really like, the fact that he now has nunchucks and he's more of a complete set. And I love the idea of doing these second player colors as like a deluxe release, and rather than just standard release in stores being a different color. I kind of like plussing them up and giving me a reason to want to go and spend the extra cash and pick up another figure that I already have. If it's to get extra accessories and stuff like that, then I'm down for it. And I know they've done this before with like Ken and Ryu. They've done deluxe releases, so this is nothing new, but I'm glad that they have now a dedicated website to be able to do this more regularly and not just make them, show exclusives or something like that. But yeah, this guy's looking pretty cool. I gotta say, there's not a lot of characters in the Jada Toys Street Fighter line that I would drop the extra cash on. To be able to pick up a different colorway. I haven't done it with Ken, who's always been my favorite character, and I've sort of passed on the other colorways that have come out with Chun-Li and everything. But Fei Long is my second favorite character in Street Fighter next to Ken, and I love this guy. And while I didn't need the extra color pants, all the accessories and that face, the head sculpt, the screaming face, is the one that I really wanted, because that's his signature face and one that I feel like the original should have come with. Absolutely. Maybe this time I would have liked a different flame effect, maybe something different, a different move effect might have been nice, other than just the same one we got before. But, if you never got the first figure and this is your only Fei Long from the line, then I guess it's pretty cool that they did, include that. And so you could get the full, release just with a different pairs of pants. I really love that Jada Toys is expanding their Street Fighter line, and by that I mean like they're starting to show up in Walmarts, whereas before you could only either get them in Target or buy them online. So I really appreciate like them pushing to get them in more stores, because this is one of my favorite lines right now. I don't need a dedicated line of Street Fighter 2 figures, but a figure line that I can walk into my local store, Target or Walmart, and buy for under $25 is a win in my book. I hope they don't go up to 30 with everything that's going on. I do know that I think Blanca and Sagat are 30, but I'm hoping that that's only because they are bigger, taller, bulkier characters. And when we get like to the next regular release figures, I still hope that they're under that $25 mark. But you know how things are right now. We don't know how things are going. We don't know how things are going to change in the future. So we just gotta buckle down, be patient. But yeah, if you're looking for a fun figure line that's local, it's affordable, and poses very nicely and is fun to play with and fun to photograph, then you're going to be having a hard time beating Jada Toys Street Fighter line. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. And please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector, Mark, and I'll see you in the toy aisles.